It's good, y'all. It's Classic MMA here, and today I'll be doing my full card recap for UFC 324, Volk versus Lopes 2. So, kind of underwhelming card, I won't lie. Kind of mid, but some cool finishes. So it's main event. So honestly, really uncompetitive fight. I mean, Lopes he fought he fought with a dumb game plan, fought all technical and stuff. Like he was trying to fight technical and just stare at Volk, and Volk just landed little jabs and stuff to win him the rounds. Volk still showed he got it. Lopes kind of got beat up. I mean, Lopes got a flash knockdown on him in round 3, I think. Round 3 or 4, I can't remember what round it was, but pretty clear 50-45 Volk in my opinion, though. I thought Volk won every round, so. Anyways, good performance from Volk. Didn't take much damage. Probably going to have a quick turnaround against Mavazar or Larone. We'll talk about in my fights to make video tomorrow. Alright, co-main event. This was probably my favorite fight of the night. BSD versus Hooker. Kind of a war in that first round. Hooker actually was pretty game in the first round. He was landing head kicks on BSD. He was landing body kicks. Must have hurt him bad with the body kick at one point. BSD was coming forward, though. Took him down a couple times. Tried to lock up submission. Hooker reversed. Really entertaining first round and second round. Pretty competitive on the feet to start. Then Hooker weirdly shoots for a takedown, and then same thing. BSD gets him down, and then he gets him in the perfect position to mount. Goes for an arm triangle at first. Tries to choke Hooker out. For some reason, Hooker survives that. I don't know how he survived that arm triangle. That was crazy, but he survives that. So BSD transitions to just landing ground and pound elbows, fists, and finishes him with that. Honestly, though, yeah, this was this is the kind of thing that's gonna get deleted from YouTube in 24 hours. That was a violent beat down. Felt bad for Dan Hooker, man. I think he's just called it at this point of his career. I don't think he needs to fight anymore. Great win for BSD though. Gonna get someone in the top 5 for sure next. Featured fight Mauricio Rufy versus Rafael Fiziev. So I picked Fiziev here. Yeah, he didn't win. Round 1, close competitive striking fight. It was really low output. Neither of them really wanted to throw at each other, and Rufy slightly won on damage. Round 2, it's mostly the same thing for the first few minutes, and then eventually Rufy just lands a crazy shot, wobbles Fiziev, and then he falls down, and Rufy finishes him with ground and pound. I mean, Rufy, I don't know, he fought kind of scared, timid, really off this fight, but still got the KO. And Fiziev was just, he looked horrible, so. Good win from Mauricio Rufy. I don't know who he's going to fight next, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. Oh, brother. Yeah, this fight was awful. Talison Teixeira versus Tai Tuivasa. Golly. I mean, Talison Teixeira decided to become Khamzat Chimaev versus DDP and just laid on top of Tai Tuivasa for 2 rounds. And then looked all awkward on the feet. And then round 3, he's gassed. And Tai Tuivasa actually almost puts him out on his feet. Not a pretty performance from Teixeira by any means. 129-28, but not very clearly. But not amazingly. I mean, he's another heavyweight. He's gonna lose his next fight if I'm being for real. Teixeira, look-key, after seeing that performance, I'd honestly pick a Tybura to beat him. I'd pick Walter Walker to beat both these dudes. Honestly, I think Sergey Spivak could low-key beat Talison Teixeira. That was not a good performance. Pretty boring fight. Opening the main card, we had Quillen Salkeld versus Jamie Mullarkey. Very surprisingly, Quillen Salkeld actually went with a heavy wrestling approach, similar to how he did against Yanal Ashmoose, and eventually he hit a nasty judo trip on Jamie Mullarkey, and then just took his back and locked in a rear naked choke and tapped him bad. Nasty win from Quillen Salkeld. I mean, this dude, I low-key think he's a future champ. 26 years old, 4-0 in the UFC in his first year. 3 finishes, 1 decision. This guy's so good, man. I can't wait to see what he does next. Top 15 for sure next. Billy O'Connor was Junior Tafa. This fight was hilarious. So round 1, Billy O'Connor kind of looks scared on the feet. Shoots a couple takedowns. Tafa actually has good wrestling defense for once. And then he drops O'Connor bad with the overhand. Tafa, dumb enough, doesn't go for the finish. And then O'Connor survives the round. Lands a couple decent shots. Then round 2 comes in. Junior Tafa just comes out there completely gassed. O'Connor lands a nice 1-2 combination that rocks Tafa bad. And eventually just finds his way to a takedown and secures his back and then locks in the rear naked choke. Nice win from Billy O'Connor. Guy's not bad. He's a pretty good grappler. Has a chin. He could actually be pretty decent at 205. I'd say he could low-key fight in the top 15 right now. So, I don't know. 3 fight win streak's enough to get you a top 15 ranked fight light heavyweight. Cam Roston versus Cody Brundage. Really good performance from Cam Roston here. Round one, Brundage actually looks really improved in round one against him. Like he's kind of awkward. Every time Ralston backs him up to the cage, he does a really good job to duck his punches and just land some big combos. I still thought Ralston won the round with his overall striking, but Brundage looked good. In round two, eventually after kind of the same thing on the feet, just nothing happens. Eventually, Ralston finds his way to a takedown, and then Brundage just kind of quits and he pulls an Anthony Smith and just curls up into a ball and lets Cam Ralston finish him with ground and pound. So honestly, good win from Cam Ralston. Guys, what now? 2-0 in the UFC, 2 finishes. Like one or two more fights that we could probably talk about top 15 for him. Brother, what was this? Jacob Malkoun versus Torres Finney. Yeah, I might have picked Torres Finney. Ooh. How did this guy beat Cam Ralston, bro? I'm confused. How did he beat Cam Ralston? Like, you watch this fight, this guy got like 30-25. He was getting dominated. Jacob Malkoun was piecing him up. It looked like Torres Finney bet against himself. Like, it was genuinely awful, man. One of the worst fights I ever seen in my life. I hope I never have to see that again. Like, genuinely. Anyways, decent win from Malkoun, I guess. This fight featured, what's it called? Jonathan Mikhailov versus Open Elliott. I picked Jonathan Mikhailov. I was right. Round one, Open Elliott actually came out strong. He was landing big on Mikhailov. Mikhailov actually got a flash knockdown on him, but other than that, he was getting outstruck overall, so I scored that 10-9 Elliott. Then, second round, it's mostly the same. Elliott's kind of piecing him up. Then eventually Mikhailov just finds his way to his back, takes him down, and then just locks in a nasty rear naked choke. Elliott doesn't tap, gets put to sleep, and then Mikhailov just emotes on him. That was low-key sick. Mikhailov is not bad. I mean, his striking's kind of mid, but he has really good grappling, and he has nasty kickboxing. Like, I think he could low-key be pretty good at welterweight. So, good win from Jonathan Mikhailov. This fight, we gotta talk about this fight, Conor versus Yiza. This is one of the most diabolical robberies I've ever seen in my life, bro. This is the most Australian-biased fight I've ever seen in my life, man. Round one, close fight. Conor, smudges him on the fence, smudges Yiza at the fence right the first, 3.5 minutes. Then goes back to the feet. Yiza starts piecing up Ofli, drops him briefly, and, wins the round. I'm pretty sure he won the round on damage. And then round two comes. And then tell me this, Yiza drops Conor bad. And then he drops him two more times that round, dominates him. 10-8 Yiza, in my opinion. Then round three comes. Yiza's gassed, a lot more timid. Conor comes out strong, lands some decent shots. Close round. I scored that one for Conor, so I thought 29-28 Yiza. Or not, 29-27 Yiza with a 10-8. But tell me how the judges score this fight. 28-28, 29-28 Ofli, and 29-28 Ofli. What are we on, man? What fight were y'all watching? He did not win this. I stand by my point. He did not win this. Genuinely, one of the worst robberies I've ever seen in my life. Yiza's really good too, man. He just got robbed. Anyways, not a good win for Conor. He didn't win that fight. He got beat up. Arguably lost 30-26. Come on. Alright, for the road to UFC fights, Dumar Fan versus Sang-Woo Kim. This was actually pretty fire. This fight, I actually messed with it. Dumar Fan. So this guy Sang-Woo Kim tried to tore his Finney Max and just smudged the whole time, but Dumar Fan was not having it. Dude fought with pure violent intense. Every time they clinched, Dumar Fan was landing nasty elbows and just schooled him 3 rounds. Sang-Woo Kim, every time he kept on going for clinches, and Dumar Fan would just land nasty spinning elbows. And even at the at the third round, in the third round, he started aura farming on him. It was hilarious. He flipped him off, landed some nasty elbows on him. Dumar Fan's low-key promising. Only 2 losses in MMA to Quo and South Code. He's violent, has grappling. I mean, he's really good. Only, 25 years old? Watch out for this guy. Street Buddha's the new one, man. Watch out for Street Buddha. Oh, this fight. Oh, this made me mad. I picked Sebastian Saleh here. Oh, my. Dude wins the first 2.5 rounds. I'm not kidding. He looks amazing. Drops Nakamura in the second round. Absolutely schools him. Sticking and moving, landing big shots. And then third round comes along. This dude could just, sat around, ran. Trains a Volk, so he should have known he could have ran. But tell me what, this guy dips into a knee, nearly gets caught with it. Okay, guess what he does? Dips into a knee again, and coincidentally, with a minute left in the round, sells my pick and gets knocked out. I hate you. Genuinely. This Nakamura guy isn't good either. He got schooled on the feet for 2.5 rounds. Awful performance, man. Genuine, just the worst fluke I've ever seen in my life. Up there, anyways. And then opening the card, Pretty decent fight actually. Lawrence Louis versus Solon Grombo. I picked the underdog here, Lawrence Louis. He came through. Kind of a scrap though, round one. I thought Solon Grombo won round one. Pieced up Lawrence Louis a bit, landed some big shots, but wasn't hurting him that bad. And then round two comes along, and Lawrence Louis starts to, just be aggressive on the feet, walks him down to pressure, lands big shots, or not big shots, but decent shots, and gets a couple takedowns, wins the round. And then third round comes around, Solon Grombo gasses a bit, and Lawrence Louis wins it clearly. I don't know, this shouldn't have been a split, if I'm being for real. Lawrence Louis won a clear 2-1. So overall, it was it was a pretty mid card, I won't lie. It was like a 5 out of 10 in my opinion. I went 9 of 13 on picks, not too bad. Was 70%, it's not bad. Only fights I got wrong were the Soleil fight where he got fluked, Yiza where he got robbed, Torres Finney where he bet against himself and Fiziev, so not too bad, I guess. Anyways, hope y'all liked the video. I got UFC 325 fights to make after tomorrow. Cool stuff coming. Got some fun videos planned for next week. Next week's an Apex card. So, anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.